We are so back, y'all. Hell yeah. We made it. We made it through. Hey everybody, how are you doing? How's your week and a half or so been? Hope you've had a wonderful week without me. Hey there, Loaf, RGV, Pi, Soram, Kurt, Spara, welcome. Hey everybody, thank you so much for the resubs. To Loaf and to Anna. Yeah, we're so fucking back. So, let me explain, I guess, because some people are out of the loop. Last time I streamed, which was, I don't recall the exact day. It was the 7th. So yeah, like early last week. I was streaming, doing well. We're gonna finish today a bit more carefully, but I got banned out of the blue. Suddenly, my account is suspended, and I had no idea why. They just told me banned for sexual activity or sexual content, which made no sense. So I actually looked back through the stream, and I found at the exact moment before I got banned, I was scrolling through images, you know, like I do. I was looking for images to use for the edits. Specifically, I was looking for images of people's backs, you know, to have the parasite kind of in the person's spine. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you so much for the resub. Yeah, within those images, among those images, obviously I can't show this to you on stream because this got me banned for showing it last time. Among those images, there was one of a person getting a back massage. And if you look at it really quickly, and I assume an AI looked at this and determined it was sexual, if you look at it really quickly, it might look like someone rubbing their private parts. And yeah, it was, you know, like a person would maybe get confused for like half a second and then laugh about it, but obviously it was only a bot doing the decision. And it's fucking wild that they let just content detection AIs do ban people without any supervision. That's absolutely wild. Thank you, Hemi.
Hello, Val. Welcome. There is Ace here. For real, I have missed these notifications. Why fight the system?
Thank you, Hemi. But yeah, Twitch does say shoulder rubs for real. If you want to see the image, I'm gonna drop a link to the tweet I did about it, and you can see it there. But obviously, I cannot show that on camera. But you can go to this. Oh, I hate that they changed the Twitter URL to X for everything now. Extreme hardcore back, absolutely. So the funny thing is that you can appeal these suspensions. And supposedly a person will look at it. I appealed it, and next day I get an answer that says the team has looked at it and has determined that the suspension has to stay. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it makes no sense. There was nothing that broke the rules. I then looked through the whole stream, all the images I showed in case there was some nudity I missed. There wasn't. So it was like, I don't think the appeal was either it was seen by a person either. I think the appeal was also automatic. Even though they say like the team has looked at it, you know, it's a boilerplate email that you get. I don't think anybody looked at it. So I went to the final, thank you, Ricochet. I went to the final thing I can do, which is bitch about it on Twitter, and really, in a really funny turn of events, the Twitter AI also deemed it sexual content and throttled the tweet, so it didn't. A lot of people didn't see it because you know, it would it would be deprioritized by the algorithm. But still, it was enough to, I guess, make somebody see this. And 4 days after the supposed 7-day ban happened, somebody tells me on Discord, like I got no notification from Twitch about any of this. The only notification I got is them saying that the appeal was like upheld. So yeah, 4 days after the initial ban, so before it was supposed to run out, somebody tags me on Discord and says, "Hey, is your channel back? That's weird. I can see it now. Before, while I was banned, if you entered my channel, you would see like this person was suspended for breaking the Twitch rules." So suddenly people could see it again, and I could log in again, and it was really strange. Like they said nothing. They just silently undid it, and I still don't know why I never got to talk to a human among any of this, which is exasperating, but there's nobody at the wheel on Twitch. They have probably fired most of their... I don't blame this on like the Twitch employees. They've probably probably Twitch, the company, has cut so many corners that there's no humans at the wheel in many circumstances, and the few employees that they have are probably like spread really thin. So not the employee's fault, obviously. Obviously, somebody ended up taking a look at it because they silently unbanned me. The worry, the question is, so sure, they unbanned me before, you know, the full suspension went through, but getting a suspension, like one of these 7-day suspensions, is like the first strike, right? They do keep a record of these suspensions, and if you get them again, you know, they can go ahead with like longer suspensions or indefinite suspensions, which now really scares me because I don't know if I have an indefinite suspension now. Like, thank you so much, guys. Now I don't know if I have a strike that in the future, if I get another of these bullshit suspensions because, you know, an AI looked at me wrong, I don't know if I could ban my channel forever. And nobody is there. Like, the most frustrating thing is that there's no humans at the wheel. Nobody's checking these things, I guess. And the only recourse is complaining about it on Twitter. And it worked this time. I don't know if it'll work the next time. There's no system, right? It's just like, hey, scream about it and hope somebody listens. Just a wild situation. And I guess now I will have to stream kind of scared of certain things. Like if I search for images that show like people's backs, stuff that shows a little bit of skin, I'm gonna have to do that on my second screen because I don't want to risk that again. Hey Lilith, thank you so much for the resub. But yeah, that has been that was last week. So in a really interesting turn of events, and I'll catch up with chat in a minute. Sorry, I'm blabbering so much, not replying to y'all. Really funny turn of events. That stream where I got banned was the last stream before I went away for a week. I mean, thank you. Oh, you started a hype train. Thank you so much. Yeah, that exact stream I got banned was the last stream before I went away for a week to see my partner in Madrid. So if you don't know, I've been this background you see here. I'm in Asturias in my family home. Because for 3 months my partner went to Madrid to do a clinical rotation, and I just didn't want to be home alone, so I figured, yeah, I'll pack up and come here for a few months. But I decided to, while I was out, to go visit her. So I visited her for a week, and so yeah, I came back on Wednesday. And in a really funny turn of events, I got sick. I got something in Madrid. Just a bad cold, nothing huge. But if you see my voice is a little strained, if I speak a lot, like right now, That's why. That's why I got some hot tea. But yeah, so I got banned, went on a trip, and then got sick.
Return to Grace Suez with his lascivious impropriety.
Thank you, Lilith. Alright, now let me catch up with chat a little bit. Heaven forbid they have a human look at things. It's just corner cutting. I mean, to be fair, it's a lose-lose-lose situation. Streamers don't get any way to appeal to a human for their content.
He only 4 more bit right now, but you deserve it all.
Thank you, Ricochet. You know, streamers don't get to speak to a human. You don't get any support. The 3 remaining. Oh my god, Lilith, thank you. So, hold on. Still got a little bit of a cough. Yeah, the support staff at Twitch. Amy, thank you so much for the gift sub. Y'all are so generous. Thank you so much. The poor support staff at Twitch, there's probably 5 of them handling so many cases. They're probably spread thin and don't have time to look at things because they've been replaced. You know, the higher ups have tried replacing them with AI, and the higher ups are the only ones making money, I guess. But Twitch as a company also loses because they have never ever made money. Twitch has never been profitable, which is really funny, despite being like the biggest live streaming service and trying to monetize absolutely everything, putting ads everywhere. Twitch loses money every single year. So it is a lose-lose-lose situation. Absolutely everybody loses, except I guess the higher ups are probably making money, I assume, but the company's not doing great. We don't know how long Twitch as a concept will exist for, because at some point they'll have to pull the plug. But yes, as Sophia says, the robots have decided I am a certified naughty boy, deserving of penitence. Marina says, I am back. Don't say back. We can't talk about backs here, especially back rubs. Sorry. Highly suggest archiving our previous streams on a YouTube channel. Oh, that would be so much work. That's years and years worth of streams.
Te vis quito avesse.
Too best. Pi asked, would you be able to stream on YouTube? Yeah, that would be if I ever got indefinitely banned from Twitch and never got, you know, never got to appeal to anybody. I would switch to YouTube, absolutely. But it's just not such a good platform for streaming.
The back is the forbidden zone according to tweet Victorian views.
Absolutely. Oh my god, thank you all so much. Amy, thank you. Sophia, thank you so much. 2 gifted subs, thank you. All social media are unprofitable. No. Facebook is very profitable. And Instagram. Twitter's never been profitable. YouTube, I think, is profitable. I believe. But I'm not sure about that. Twitch is definitely not profitable. I don't think they've ever had a break-even year. We're so behind of a person. I love that. Espaldandi, I will never know. Exactly, we gotta trick them. Hey Chad, what's that thing that's the opposite of your front, like the posterior of your torso? The hind. Okay, I'm catching up with chat finally. Sorry, I've spoke so much that chat just went by. And I hate YouTube streaming because they never tell me when people I sub to are streaming. Yeah, it's just like they kind of mix the streaming and the video part of it together, so it's kind of a hodgepodge. I don't tend to watch a lot of streams on YouTube either, so I don't really know how it works, but they banned me off here. I still want to stream. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. How high does this go? The hype train? I think we've only ever got to level 4. I think that's been our max. Hey Trevor. I have a bunch of photos you haven't pulled for your camera. Oh, nice. Hope you have some good ones for the sacrificial altar. YouTube chats tend to be worse. As in like the community, like the people in chat, or the system of chatting on YouTube. Sorry, I keep drinking tea because my voice is a little strained because of the cold. I was gonna stream yesterday, but right before stream, I had a call. And my voice kept breaking during the call. Oh, it's time for rising. Hell yeah. How about Loaf, send me a message, a DM on Discord, just so I can see it after the stream, and tell me everybody who is together for this role. And that way I'll set it up. The community mostly spam from my experience. That sucks. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't come to us having to go to YouTube. Let's hope that this doesn't happen again. It hasn't happened until now, and I've been streaming for years. I guess the whole letting AI call the shots might be a newer thing, so we are more in danger now than we've been, but yeah, let's just hope it doesn't happen. I will try to take, obviously I can't take precautions against like these kind of images being misinterpreted by an AI. It's a completely innocent image that the AI just thought it was sexual. So there's no way to fully protect myself, but in some cases, some kind of searches, I will do them like on my second screen to avoid this sort of thing. And we'll hope that works. Ricochet, oh my god, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Twitch says it's about to beat my last record. So I think that's pretty much as far as we've gone. Thank you. I don't know if there's anything creepy, but I have some lamps. Nice. Thank you, Lilith. That was just at the end. Hype train complete. Hype train complete. Level 3, 85%. So I guess we never got to level 4 actually. Thank you so much, y'all. I think everybody gets some emotes for participating on the hype train. Thank y'all. Those algorithmic image detectors have been a thing before the AI boom. Yes, but I don't know if they let them call the shots until now, because this was immediate. Like there was no human saying yes, this is inappropriate content. The image was shown on stream, and like the next second, I was banned. There was never. Bean is great. He's sleeping right over there. I'm not putting it on Bean Cam because it's not in the frame of the Bean Cam. But let me bring Bean. He's gotta celebrate with us. The boy. Oh yeah. He's so sleepy. Look at this boy. Hello, Bean. Say hi to chats. They've missed you. Yeah, they missed you. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's purring. Stay up here for a sec. Let me sit down. There we go. He's a sleepy man. I remember the stream just going silent. I looked up at the screen, I was frozen, so you refreshed and suddenly it said I was suspended. Is that how it went on your end? On my end, I was just streaming normally. Like it still said I'm streaming. But suddenly chat starts loading. And I'm like, oh shit, chat broke again. I click reload. It locked me out, like the chat had locked out of my Twitch account. I was like, that's weird. So I go to the actual Twitch page, to my dashboard, reload there, boom, you've been suspended. Hello, little man. Little kisses, yeah. Just click on on your stream, and it said that the user didn't exist. He's a sweet boy. There we go. Okay, so that's the story of me being banned, and of me being sick as well, which has been really annoying. Yeah, I was saying before that I was going to stream yesterday because I thought I was feeling better, and I was doing a call before the stream with a client, and my voice kept breaking. I was like, I couldn't talk. I had to constantly drink, and he was really nice about it. But yeah, it was annoying. I was like, I can't stream like this. And still today, it's bothering me a bit, but hopefully with enough water. And sometimes I have to pause to cough because I get the urge to do it. But hopefully, after speaking a little bit, my voice will be better. Should sacrifice someone to appease Twitch. You've already done it. We did it at 6,000 followers. That wasn't that long ago. And Twitch still banned me. So was it angry at the sacrifice? Do we need to sacrifice more people? I don't know. But that was definitely an act from the algorithm that we should heed. Yeah, what's the game plan for tonight? So tonight we're actually going to finish the thing that got me banned. Which was the thing we designed on the Patreon. So if you don't know, I got a Patreon, which you should check out and support if you can, because that's the thing that, you know, Patreon, I don't think it's gonna ban me, and if all my other forms of support go down, things like Twitch, for shitty reasons, or Twitter for, you know, because of social, that site is breaking down all the time. Patreon is the best way to support me and let me keep doing my thing without depending on social media. Every so often on Patreon, we'll do what I call design events, which is basically through a series of posts which have polls or open questions. We will sort of collectively design something, and then I'll turn that into an edit. And this time we were designing a sorry, I keep getting distracted because Bean is trying to eat paper. No, 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 don't. Careful. Little rascal. Okay. Yeah, on Patreon, we will do these design events. And in this case, we were doing a medical horror design event. So the idea we came towards is a parasite that takes over your spine and starts like moving it on its own. And I decided to go with inspiration from a real parasite that's a barnacle that infects crabs called Saculina. And from the outside, it looks like it's a little sack under the crab where crabs usually carry their eggs. But actually inside the crab, they sprout a million little tentacles that grab onto every part of the crab's body and literally control it to influence its movements, which is really scary. So I figured, how would that look if that happened to a human? And specifically around the spine because of the prompt. And this is what we came towards. So there's an MRI image. The black thing there is the egg sac, but the actual body of the thing is all these little tentacles that are wrapping around the spine and the spinal cord. So it like directly influences the spinal cord. That's how it sort of controls you. Is that a good idea? But after what happened, yeah, I think we'll be fine because we already found a good image. So the actual dangerous part, which is looking through a bunch of images, we've already done that. Such a shame you won't get your succubus. You pick a monster. I did like the one with a bunch of eyes, but we can talk about it further. Huh, why did your coffee streambot start speaking? Oh, I had to... Okay, so two fun or really unfun effects being banned is one, all my videos throughout the whole Twitch channel got unlisted. They got like privated. And I had to republish all of them. I don't know why they did that. Why did... Like... The recording for the stream that got banned disappeared. So there's no... I don't know why every single video, which is years worth of streams, were automatically privated. Really strange. The other thing is it broke every single Twitch integration, which I just found out about today. It's the reason I'm starting way later than usual. It's because I was going to start a regular hour, and as I was just checking that everything worked, notifications didn't work. I was like, that's weird. I had to reconnect my Twitch account to notifications to, like, the Ko-fi bot was one of them. It sent me an email that it was broken. I don't know why. Sorry. Coughing. Hammy's gonna ban my Photoshop tools. No. Careful, Bean. Bean. What you doing? I woke up, Bean, and I unleashed the beast. Little man. Oh, yeah. What you doing? There we go. Did I unleash you, Bean? Which is so lame in so many ways. But it's one of those things where, you know, everybody goes to Twitch because it's where everybody streams, and everybody streams on Twitch because that's where everybody goes. So it's stuck in a sort of cycle where it has an effective monopoly over streaming. So you can't really go anywhere. You can, but nobody's gonna see it. So that's really annoying. Natural monopoly, basically, yeah. Happens a lot with social media. Yes, Barry, you've seen the live notifications once or twice, but you forgot. Well, I'm glad to see you here. Better late than never. Bean, careful. Trying to remember to mute the mic before I cough, so I don't assault your ears. Having a cold is so annoying. Bean, stay down here. But yeah, okay, so back to it. This edits is the one we did on the first stream. This is not what got me banned. Working for this edit is what got me banned. Looking for these images, and it actually landed right before the stream ended. Bean, stop doing that. Right before the stream ended, we were looking. We had this image on screen. That was one of the like possible images, but obviously it wasn't this one that got me banned. If I'm banned now, then it was this image, but I don't think it is. I mean, it would be extremely funny. So please keep chatting, so I know I'm safe. If you all stop chatting all of a sudden, I'm gonna get really nervous. I'm gonna go like, oh shit, did it happen again? No, but I think this pick is fine. The idea I had is to have the spine kind of. What the fuck was that being? Why did you throw on the ground? What was that? Hold on. This guy. Don't say these sort of things. You're actually gonna creep me out. Bean banned me, no. Okay, so Bean just threw a little thing with like, how do you say, like paper clips and stuff on the ground. So it just made a bunch of metal noise and they all spread on the ground. Just a little bit of chaos, nothing new.
What was that? Is the Jedis in a line among all pet owners? It doesn't matter the species. We'll do something that makes you wonder about their intelligence and sense of self-preservation.
Yep. He's trying to get more things out of that. I put the paper clips and stuff away from his grasp, so he won't do that specific thing again, but he might do some bullshit again. Careful. Okay, so a few things. First of all, I want both images to be of the same size. So I'm gonna go vertical, and the ratio here, I'm thinking 4:5. Okay, so I'll have both of them be 4:5. That way, if you put them together, they'll be the same size because they're gonna go side to side. My website and Twitter, most places. Spanish streamer showed a picture of a bare ankle on stream. Twitch, kill him now. Try to assess whether or not one of your blue death fading beetles was trapped on the piece of dry sphagnum. What is this sphagnum? Sphagnum moss, okay. Just find them playing around. You know, animals just do their thing. Okay, so I'm thinking, I'm gonna crop this one like so. Rotating it so it keeps one of the dimensions the same as the original. And now I'm gonna take all of this, I'm gonna move it around, remove the sketch. So the reason I wanted two images is like so. There it is. The reason I wanted two images is because this one on its own kind of feels too weak. I've done a similar thing with a lot of my other medical horror things where I have an X-ray or the worm one, for example, that was an ultrasound. Like, for example, for the ultrasound worm, you know, I did this one at first and I felt like this isn't enough on its own. We need to show something a bit more real because the ultrasound is just kind of a cut of it. So I showed the worm went out of the body. And with the teeth roots, with this one, same thing. I was worried that the X-ray on its own might be confusing for people who are not too used to seeing X-rays. So just to drive the point home, I had a picture. I also did a picture of two of the teeth after extraction. So this is exactly the same thing. I have this image of the MRI scan, and you can see there's a big thing there. You can see a bunch of little tentacles, but I also wanted a normal image to sort of bolster it. That fading beetles act like bad boys. That's cute. Just swap some stream to view from my iPad, and apparently you've been streaming for 298,000 hours. Can you take a screenshot of that? So funny. Finally, my longest stream. Someone translate that to days or years. I'm gonna take a shower, don't get banned while I'm gone again. I will try. Okay, so let's get to this. The reason I wanted an image like this is to sort of go for this centipede vibe of there is, you know, the spine is taking a life of its own, which, you know, it's not really a centipede that's taking control of the spine, but with the spine and the ribs coming out of them, it can sort of look like a centipede if we work it like that. So I did have, from the other images I took, as you could see here, some of the spines that popped out a little more, because this part pops out, the part up top not so much. So I was thinking of connecting it with another picture, probably this one. And have it be more or less around here. And we only really need this part up top. Let's put it in the screen cap. Let me see. Oh my god. Hold on. Check this out. Check out how many hours I've been streaming. Has to be a record. 34 years. I've been streaming for 34 years. It's incredible. I've been streaming since 1990. Okay, I'm going to this view to there we go, smooth everything over. Obviously the lighting is a little bit different, but what I'm thinking of doing here is once I have it more or less figured out where it's gonna go, I'm gonna press my magic button to turn this into a texture. So it goes like this. It's gonna need some kind of denoising. It just kind of makes the noise weird. Huh. Maybe just a little Gaussian blur. That is a back mod, mods get him. Not the mods, it's the admins.
You can't handle the raw power of an exposed spinal column turning into medical horror. If you rearrange the letters in spine, you get penis. That's why I got banned. I talked about spines too much. They got confused. Okay. I feel like this doesn't do a lot, but maybe that's because this part is too bright. So what if I darkened it a little by just using some of the texture from around it? It's giving me like a lot of grays. Actually, let me remove this tattoo as well, because it might be confusing. Like it's right in the path of our parasites. Is that scoliosis, or are you just happy to see me? The AI is dyslexic. We figured it out. What was it all along? Okay, overlay works much better. But it has to be against its
more grayish background. Gonna be too tired to fully behave tonight. No, don't behave. It's fine. They're not gonna ban anyone for chat making jokes. We're in that regard, we're fine. Okay, spine's popping out a little bit more. What other images do we have? We have this one, which is too sideways to work, I think. But since it's gonna be a wriggling spine, I figured it might do the trick. Like, actually, now that I have this more or less set up, I can turn this into a smart object and start warping it. So I can have it do a big curve around there. Now it's hardly visible. Damn it. Is it because it's brighter? Let me see. What if I put some soft light here? Yeah, it makes it more visible. Doesn't entirely fix the issue, but for now, I'll try to focus on just having the spine work, and then we'll make it all look pretty, or not pretty, but we'll make it all look realistic. You can get pics of your spine real quick. Do you have a good spine that pops out? In that case, if you can get like a frontal, like a straight view of it directly from the back like this, that would be incredible. It's already off. Damn. Buy me a drink first. Those are weak numbers, you can get bonier. Okay, what were we doing? Yeah, turn this into a texture. See what's the right number. Seems to be around here. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it on overlay and duplicate it. There we go. It's starting to do the trick. Scoliosis hazards. Yeah, this is going to be like, what if scoliosis was alive? Give me 3 minutes. Okay, Cam, thank you so much. It took your dog to get radiography as one vertebra in his whole spine. Is it like fused? Is a dog old? This happens. This happens to people as well. What if scoliosis was real? Can you imagine? Okay, we also got this image, which has maybe too strong of a light and shadow. This is the image itself. It's also the ones like these vertebrae there, which we already have done, so we'll keep that one on the back burner. Okay, I also really liked from the first image we got. Oh damn it! I turned it into a smart object, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna convert to layers. That's the one. No. Let's let it convert to layers. Come on, you can do it, Photoshop. Thank you. Okay, that gives us the full image for texture, which just gonna get on its own. I'm gonna get these ones here to accentuate this little bit here, like just this little chunk that's not as pronounced. Hey Evelyn, how are you doing? You're sleepy, but you have to keep painting and you're forcing yourself. Oh, is that your dog's spine? Oh yeah. You could, if you share that to the sacrificial altar, of course, no need. I'm always on the lookout for good X-ray photos. If I ever do something with a dog. Thank you, Evelyn. That a second spine. We're multiplying. It's reproducing. Okay, but we have these vertebrae here. Work pretty well. Oh, Bean, come over here. Hold on. Bean, come sleep next to me. There you go. Yeah, we're just grabbing Bean so we can all see him. Lead the Bean. Oop, sorry. Spine shots in operating room. You got a good spine. Hell yes. Thank you for your spine. Let me grab this real quick, hold on. Knowing that you have to save them individually on Discord. Okay, these are pretty similar. Okay, I'm gonna get these two. Thank you. Alright, this one could actually work perfectly for this bit we've been doing. This one here. Maybe even on top. Maybe I could just build a bunch of these textures on top of each other. To sort of accentuate the effects. Let me see if that'll work. So let me scale it up to the correct proportions. Instead of hard lights, let me put in overlay. Yep, it's not centered. Actually, no, that's opposite lighting, is it? Yep. Let me flip it then. Nid, do not joke about this. I'm actually worried. Like, I'm gonna be paranoid for at least a few streams. Because, oh yeah, I didn't mention this. There is the one reason I'm thinking, despite the ban getting lifted, I still think the strike might be on my account, even though I can't say for sure. Because if you have a strike on your account for the next 6 months, you can't post emotes without, like, directly without them getting reviewed. Well, obviously nowadays they use AIs for reviewing because there's no humans in the loop anywhere. Also, Coffee Stream button. Shut up, dude. I should. I have to make it stop doing that. I don't know why it started doing that now. Anyway, yeah, they don't let you post emotes directly. They have to go through a review process if you've been recently suspended. So I figured that's the only way I can test if I have a strike on my account, if they like kept, like, if they didn't like completely undo the suspension. And if I try posting an emotes, it says it needs to go through a review before. So that makes me think that the strike is probably still there, despite the ban being lifted. I don't know. You can't see the stream and the spine is gorgeous. Thank you. 10 out of 10. Thank you so much. Could you some ribs? I love ribs. Hold on, let me real quick get rid of these stream alert thingies. Why did it start doing that? Oh, there it is. Now they'll stop. Okay, let me check those ribs. Good ribs. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to use those. Just because of the, you know, I'm not gonna use that side view, but I'm definitely gonna save those for the future. Thank you for your contributions. Okay, let me combine. Where's the other layer I was doing? Is it? Oh, it's this one here. There we go. Okay, so I need to... Let me check here. The light is coming a little bit more from the right, it seems like. While in these, it's the opposite. So I actually gotta flip all of them. Which is slightly annoying, but it's fine. Same for these. I'm gonna take the whole thing. These four. Boom. Oh, that does not work as well. I'll keep those like this. It doesn't like the lighting, it doesn't change as much up here. So I'll just flip this one. Your flesh shall be deconstructed for art. Thank you for the flesh. Don't be concerned about my body, it's totally normal. I love when I get to use you guys' flesh. That sounds horrible. Okay, let's see what I had for this thing here. That was my sketch. Yeah, we need to have the bump, the sort of egg sac. It's gonna be up here, so we need something to bump up there. And then I want to have the back of it still like wriggle around. And to be honest, let me do a thing. So I'm gonna take these 3 layers, gonna combine them. I'm gonna do a puppet warp. Obviously when the spine moves, you can't just move your spine without moving anything else around it. That doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna warp the body a little bit so it feels like, you know, it's being pushed around by the spine. And it's gonna go wonky in a few places, but we'll fix that up. The poor man's scoliosis, basically. It's moving scoliosis. That would hurt a ton, I bet. So I think I'm gonna have it... I'm gonna have it be something like this. But first of all, let me remove these layers. And we'll just combine the actual base layer with this one we just edited so that they fuse together smoothly. Like so. Those ribs are where you pick the username Kemp Bones, really? That's great lore. Val returns from ban, Kemp Bones immediately pulls off shirt and starts sending pics to the stream. That's true, that's true. What a way to celebrate. Oh my god. This layer. Just gonna rotate this one a little bit. I don't think I need to do a lot of puppeting there. And as for Kemp's back, I am gonna puppet it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the other picture I got of your back, and specifically this one, because I had something I wanted to do. I'm gonna have to change the levels a little bit to exaggerate it. Something I wanted to do is get some of the start of the ribs, like these, popping out from the sides a little bit to make it feel more like a centipede of some sort. So that's what I'm gonna try. Thank you for your ribs. Sports Drive, I put that on, it's not loot and it's impossible for me to get banned. I wish it was that simple. Hey Cryptid. We're so back. How are you doing? Okay, not super visible up here. These might be worth putting around this area. Fortunately, the guy I picked for this image has pretty defined muscles, and we're gonna have to undo some of that, but that's fine. Okay, then I'm gonna take just some soft light to start with. I'm gonna paint some of the ribs popping out. Like I'm gonna have to do a bunch of manual painting for this, because I want it to be exaggerated. I basically want it to feel like the ribs are popping out like the legs. Please give that impression, you know? So that the first impression people get is like, oh, this person has a sort of centipede for a spine. So yeah, I'll go about it sort of carefully, slowly paint over the areas I want. We'll see how that goes. You already have the pattern started. I have to do some color management, but you started an isopod cult? Hey, count me in. May I make an isopod cult from I get 50k? Yeah, go for it. I have to count what's I want to start counting every rib. That's boring. This should be around the last like the floating ribs. I'll still have these pop out. I already counted enough ribs in med school. It's boring. Okay, the other thing I want to do here is make it feel like it like the center, like the entire spine, not just the tips of it, because when you're seeing these little bits pop up, it's just like the tail end of the vertebrae. They just pop out towards the back like that. I want to make it feel like the entire spine, not just the tips, is popping out. That's what I'm trying here. Like trying to subtly like raise everything up, making it catch more of the light. Does that help? It helps towards here. I need to redo it up here. So there's a bit of a color thing going on. I added so many overlay layers that it's starting to like mess with the colors a bit too much. So I'm gonna go in and manually fix them. So you gotta be careful with color layers and skin, because skin isn't a single color. It's constantly, you know, there's a bunch of really small variations all over the place, depending on like blood vessels and muscles and stuff. And yeah, if you go over with the same color throughout all the skin like this, it's gonna look super fake. So yeah, have to be quite careful. Anyway, it's a little thing, but I think it helps. The reason that colorized photos of people often look clearly colorized, like, you know, those black and white photos that are digitally that people digitally add color to, they often look very colorized because of skin, because it's really hard to, without any information, just make skin look natural because of it's constantly changing hues and stuff. So that's why colorized photos tend to look a little bit plasticky on the faces of people. There are really good colorizers that can fake this effect really well, so they actually get away with it. Couple last shots of your spine. Ooh, that first one's really good. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, the second one might actually be perfect for to use instead of this for the top here. Oh, sleep well, Anna. Have a good night. There was an artisan here in Chile who made lifelike dolls. The paint for the skin took like 34 layers to look good. Damn. Hey, welcome back, Siphon. Also, thank God my voice is feeling a bit better. This happens a lot when I got a cold or my voice is a little sore. I will, you know, my voice will break for a little bit, and it'll be kind of hard to speak for some time. And after speaking for a while, it just kind of goes to normal. It goes back to normal. It's a little bit raspy. You can probably feel it in the recording, but it doesn't make me get the urge to cough. So I call that a victory. Okay, that's in hard lights. An overlay will probably be best, but I might need to do it twice. I'm using 2 chunks. Yeah, I might do one little chunk up here and another one down. Where's that bottle from? Which bottle? You mean this one? It has all my stickers and stickers for friends. It's a regular metal bottle. I hope that's what you meant. Yeah, you can get these stickers, all the ones you can see in the bottom, except for the Okie Deer one. All these you can get in my Patreon. I send the tier 3 Patreons, I send a sticker to them every month. Actually, I changed the stickers recently. I got them right here so I can show you. I got some really fun new designs. Here, look. I got some for the warning series. So I got this one with a hand. I now have one with the masked guys from Megalomorpha. I got the Found You guy. What else? Kind of all mixed together. Hold on. I got this one that says Valdevia, has a fun little design. Here's the other one from the Warning series. Looks a bit dark because of it doesn't catch a lot of lighting here. But yeah, those are all vinyl stickers, so you can even put them outside.
I've been sleeping through the Sally speech.
So yeah, I'll put up a link to the Patreon. Thank you so much, Cass. Right on time. There's a link to the Patreon. That's where you can get the stickers. On tier 3, you get one of these vinyl stickers apart from the postcard every month. And where was I? Here. Okay, I'm gonna redo that layer with the ribs. The flesh moon. Now, since you're new to the streams, you're about to learn this. The flesh planet's name is Terry. That's what we all call them. And that's a secret. Only for those in the know. Terry, yes. Terry the meat planet, if you want to be specific. And which are known as Robert. And technically, the name Terry is more canon than Chipetotek, because I came up with the name Terry just on a whim while I was streaming, like during the stream while I was making that image. I was like, what should we call this? It looks like a Terry, and that's how that name was born. Before it even had an official canon name. This is starting to look better. I startled Bean so much. I muted myself because I had to cough. Did you see Bean jump? Oh my god, I'm sorry, little guy. I'm sorry, you weren't expecting that. Oh, my little guy. Oh, back to sleep. I'm sorry. Actually found my work through the whole Chipetotek storyline thing. Really? Where did you find it? Was it in the Curious Archive video? Hey Maxwell. You're welcome to a house in Junebug flew at you from the shadows. What's a Junebug? Let me see what that looks like. Oh, it's a little beetle. Oh, that's so cute. I got a new friend. You won't be in jail for 1,000 years. They're like drunk low velocity bullets designed for maximum emotional trauma. Gotta be sweeter to them. They're just little guys. Like, I'm sorry, but I will not stand for this beetle slander. Beetles are God's favorite creatures. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many species of them. Do you understand the trauma of being a child with long hair and then being stuck in your hair and just vibrating violently? They just wanted to be friends with you. I'm sorry, I'm on the side of the Beatles here. Listen you for your page on Twitter. Oh, nice. Damn. I got some unaddressed Junebug trauma. You just need to meet the right one. They'll change your mind, change your perspective, change your worldview on these precious little creatures. Okay, does this feel like the spine is popping up? And it's sort of alive like a centipede? Maybe I should have the lower bits wiggle around a little bit more, right? Either that or I just zoom it in a little. I could zoom in. Because the interesting part of the picture is here, I'd say. Let's see. It kind of removes a little bit of context, not having the sides. I mean, I could have it have one of the sides, but it's a little bit off center. Not sure. Maybe I just crop it. Maybe I just crop it a little bit. So instead of 4, 5, what's the next one? 5, 7, no. 3, 4. No, 3, 4 is narrower. It's silly. This is the same as 8 to 10. So I'll take 8, 10. Do like 8, 9 maybe. Just a little bit off of a square. Let's do 8, 9 for both. I want them both to be the same size. The insects are not actually attracted to light sources, but it messes with the sense of equilibrium and direction. It forces them into a vortex. Really? Interesting. You did choose kindness. I was always going to release it if I could catch it, but it's been stuck in your house for 3 days making terrible clattering every night as it flies drunkenly into things. Made sure to give it a little water and get the dust off its face before you put it back outside. That's really kind. Well done. Yeah, jumping spiders, I let them stay indoors. Because they most of them actually hunt other spiders. So if you don't want to have spider webs in your house, you just leave those little fuckers run amok. They don't make spider webs. Jumping spiders are constantly on the move, so they're not orb weavers. Orb weaver is such a fun term, isn't it? Like, they could have called them, I don't know, web weavers, but orb weaver sounds, it sounds so powerful, honestly. I still don't like this crop. You know what I'll do? I'll keep it vertical, and I will zoom it in, even though we kind of lose a little bit of information on the side. Because I think this is the interesting bits that I want to focus on. There are indoor jumping spiders. Maybe the bigger jumping spiders are probably outdoors, but there are many species that thrive really well indoors. They're the really small ones, though. Like, so the ones that I've got here, I researched this because I was interested in seeing. I had a couple of jumping spiders that were while I was here, actually, before moving to the Canary Islands. They hang out, like, there was one that always was hanging out on top of my computer, like on the top of the screen. I guess it was like a good vantage point for it, and I was just really curious about it, so I took a lot of photos of it up close. It was chill. It kind of let you get close to it and stuff, and I started researching which were my local species of spiders, of jumping spiders, until I found the one, and it's a really common indoor jumping spider. Orb weavers are chill. They are chill. I don't mind them either. But you know, it's the spider webs are annoying. It gives you more stuff to clean. But they do kill mosquitoes and stuff. So I generally let spiders hang out. I'm fine with them. They're chill little guys. Okay, the one last thing that we need to do for this image is the big bump here in the back. I'm gonna put it like a little off center, because, you know, to imply that these are different people. A little bit off center. Put it in the back here, maybe, so it doesn't like mess too much with the spine. There we go. Now it pops out a little bit more. Yeah, as for the bump, I'm thinking I'm just gonna make it out of the person's skin. I'm just gonna take like maybe this here, this little muscle. Use that as a base. Whoa. Oh, these are big? Is that a June bug? I didn't think they would be so big. Like, okay, hold on, this picture shows it better. It's a beautiful beetle. Sound cool. Wish we had those here. They fly at your face, they hurt. I would let them. They sound cool. I would be friends with them. You guys all get my love for bugs. I will always defend them. That's gonna be... That's gonna be the egg sack. Do I have the brain capacity to make friends? Who said that? You don't get it. It's prejudiced of you. Bugs are really smart. They're my friends, god damn it. Do you like Tavanos? I don't like when they bite me. I like them as bugs though. I will only attack a bug if it steals my blood. Because that's a crime. That's my blood you're stealing. Tavanos for English speakers, Tavanos are horseflies in English. They do a nasty bite. Much worse than bees and the like. They're cool creatures though. They're like the pissed off cousins of flies. Really pissed off. I think it maybe knocked some stuff over. Hell yeah. I love your June bug, Macto. You should have given it to me. They kept flying at your head in the dark. And one was trapped in your car with you. El Rey Tirano. Yeah, Tavanos have really fun other names in Spanish. One of them is the Tyrant King, which is like, how can you not love a bug that's called the Tyrant King? Like, hell yeah. Let's fucking go. That's a badass name. Can find a dead one and mail it, I guess. You can mail me bugs. Okay, so I made it blurry. Kind of fits this. Maybe it needs to be a little shorter, not as bumpy. Gonna do this. Let's simplify the layer. There we go. Makes it much easier to work with. Do I have a PO box? Yeah, I do. It's in the, if you go to the FAQ under the stream, or there you go, to that link in the chat. But hey, I warn you here, if you kill a June bug to send it to me, I'll not accept that. That is a crime against bug kind. Do not kill. Choose life for Bug Boy. No, but you can't use a PO box to send toys to Bean. He loves that. Zeus created horseflies to kill a human hero that tried to fly to Olympus. Of course I'm not gonna kill one. Okay, yeah, I'm just saying it just in case, just in case. You should make a throne, but it's exclusively being for toys. The problem with throne is that it's like most of the stuff you can put there is from Amazon, and Amazon doesn't get to the Canary Islands. So it's not really viable for where I live. Which honestly, not having Amazon, kind of freeing actually. I used to just buy stuff on Amazon, but now that it's pretty much impossible to get, like you get some stuff from Amazon to the Canary Islands, but it's not usually worth it. And like 99% of stuff doesn't deliver there. But it just makes you find more local places to buy like specific things. It's great. You should ban Amazon. It would be great for local economies actually. And I know I'm saying this in Amazon's website, Twitch. I'm sorry, Mr. Bezos, or whoever is the CEO now. I'm just joking. Guess I'll have tea. Oh, just a little drop. And I dropped the drop on myself. That's fantastic. Terrible. I keep dropping my own drink on myself. I am very bad at drinking for some reason. You put it AliExpress? I actually don't know if AliExpress gets to the Canary Islands. I've never tried it. But AliExpress is just as bad as Amazon. Don't get it twisted. Which is a good channel for big pics from your life? Oh yeah, I assume you mean bug pics. Yeah, a staff rec room. That's the place. It's the IRL pictures place. It's kind of hard to distinguish the spine and the rest. I hate Amazon, but as a disabled person, I would struggle so much more without them. I had to untether to them. Yeah, that sucks, but it's true. There is a convenience to it that does have its benefits. Don't support your local web store. Nice. Throne is fun, mostly if you're in America and you've got access to the stores that are connected to it, like Etsy as well. For example, Etsy stuff doesn't usually get to Canary Islands. Yeah, if you want to support my stuff in a way, like, you know, support me buying equipment for the stream and stuff, the best way is just to subscribe on here, or even better on Patreon, because Patreon gives you 90% of the money. Twitch gives you 50%, so Patreon is definitely the better choice if you want to support me more. Good night, Rose. The lump slightly discolored. That's true. Let me play with the color of the lump. Yeah, this color works better. Yeah, I need to sign this. That's kind of a hard one to sign, to be honest. No, there's no good places that I can think of. What do you guys think? Didn't mean to sound like a baby typing with them desire to get. Actually, they disrupted not one but two separate nests of ants full of babies. Oh, nice. Unearth at least a couple of grubs, a dozen earthworms, 100 isopods, handful of centipedes and millipedes. Hell yeah. What a bug-filled day. Plan to sub to Patreon once you have more stable income. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You're pale because of the pressure. Yeah. A tattoo in the tattoo with the signature. That is smart. Val tramp stamp. It'd be too high to be a tramp stamp, but I could just have the signature be the tattoo, simply just a simple signature tattoo, or could have a more complex tattoo and the signature is hidden in there. I just don't want it to take a lot of sort of attention away from the edit. That's kind of hard. It could be scratched. Or like a little scar. Like around here, there's a pretty empty area to put it on. Hold on, let me check my resources. Because I think I might have a good scratch. Let's see. Oh, I have sort of a bloody scratch. Oh, I have a good... Oh, this one might be good. This one's by Cryptid. Are you still here, Cryptid? I'm gonna use a bruise. So these were sent to the Discord by Cryptid. And here's a really good linear bruise. So I'm thinking darker color. No, needs to be a bit darker. Maybe multiply. Does that work? Yeah, works decently well, except for the color. So I'll take the yellows. And disappear them. Yeah, it's decently good. A little less saturation. Okay, nice. Now let me just create more lines. And maybe I can use other parts of the same bruise, so it doesn't feel like the same pattern repeated all the time. The other parts are just not so linear though, so that makes it harder. I lost a lot of detail as well. Maybe there's a better way of putting that on. Let's see, let me try another method. So delete smart filters. What if I did this? I love the Valdevia fan culture of contributing flesh. It's true, it's great. It is actually way better, even though, you know, it's not as red. It looks way more natural as a sort of bruise. So, okay, I can separate this out. And the fact that it's a little yellow around it kind of works with a bruise, because you know how bruises will start red, then go to purple, and go to sort of a yellowish tone. Okay, we got the second line. Now I can sort of modify this one a bit for the third line. Honestly, when I chose a signature, I was just doing it in the corner of drawings when I was like 14. I never thought that I would hide it in edits and increasingly complicated ways. So I'm really glad I chose a signature that is just 4 lines, because the only thing I have to do is find an appropriate texture and that looks like a line, and put that on 4 times. And that usually does the trick. If it had anything more complicated, it would honestly be quite annoying. I would probably not do the signature thing if it was a really complex texture or something. So, I mean, yay for 14-year-old me. That was pretty cool of him. Okay, what if I combine all of this? Put it in overlay. Okay, that works. So I can multiply that twice. No, that's too strong. Okay, so that gives us sort of a bruise, and we can place that. We can place that in many different areas. Maybe up there? No. I think it works better here in the corner. And honestly, it can be quite subtle. Because it's the only thing that pops out apart from the spine. So I feel like making it feel sort of like a little scar or something works decently well. Sort of faded out with the years. Okay. How do we feel about this next to this? I feel like we got more of a complete story, right? We got both the parasite from the inside and from the outside to kind of give it a bit more depth. Let me see. Let me do these final touches I always do. So where did the music go? Oh, it's just really quiet. There we go. I love how just with all the overlays we added to the center area and all the skin texture that we added on top, it looks kind of gnarly, but I think that works in favor. Kind of like the skin is stretched and sickly there. Honestly, I'm glad that nothing went wrong with this stream so far. I was slightly worried that I would start working on this and forget to spend it again. I was on edge. Oh. What did I just do? Oh. Accidentally restarted the song for some reason. My fat fingers. Okay, where was the effects? No, that's too much grain. There we go. Bean has been really chill this stream, apart from the moment at the beginning where he decided to throw all the paper clips to the ground. I forgive him for that. That's in the past. Okay, let's go to the color grading. And what kind of colors should we use for this? The other picture is obviously just black and white, so we don't have a lot to do with that. Like a lot of color to match with it. So I feel like blues and greens on these sort of medical horror pictures always kind of fits. Have the bug pictures uploaded? Hell yeah. Where'd you put them? Staff break room? Oh, nice. Where's the good bugs? Yeah, so these sort of like blue-green shadows in medical horror pictures. I like the vibe they give. It's sort of, it's like slightly clinical. So like a fluorescent lights. You check out Film Museum, there was a thermal cam. It showed your nose is always cold. I mean, that's the same reason Siamese cats have black noses. Noses are cold. It's usually, and it's also the reason that when people go to the mountains and they're exposed to cold for a long time, they're not well protected, and they will, the frostbite will attack their fingers, their nose, their ears. Okay, I went really high contrast here. But I think it exaggerates the effect a little more, so works better. Honestly, the color scheme works pretty well with the black and white on the other photo. It's not a very saturated color scheme. I think it'll go well. It kind of fits the general vibe I usually go for my medical horror things. Lemon and ginger are good for the gut. I've been drinking that steaming hot water. It doesn't taste very yummy. It's just spicy hot water, so I've been adding honey. It's artisanal sourwood honey. That sounds delicious. I also got an artisanal honey that I've been putting in my tea lately. You want some, Val? No, that might get in trouble with like customs and stuff. So like, if you send me stuff to the mail, to a PO box, make sure it's not perishable. And I know honey is not perishable, but that sort of stuff, like food and stuff, usually gets in trouble when it gets to customs. Hey, Jesus, a word in Spanish. Well, the spine is la columna. So it's the column, literally. Put a picture of the cold nose and thermal cam in staff break room. You do have a really cold nose. That's very funny. Well, I guess be really careful if you're in the cold for a long time. You might get frostbite in your nose. Switch can suck a cactus for that bullshit suspension. For real, yeah. It's fine. We're so back. We're so back. We're back with the back. I want some tea. I always want tea. Yeah. Pour some here.
Por.
Thank you, thank you. A little scoliosis going down. Oh yeah, but it's moving. Spine is alive on its own now. Or actually, I'm gonna come back to the ideas from the Patreon here, because okay, just for context, this was the last vote on the Patreon, and as I explained before, this idea of the spine parasite, we came up with it through the Patreon. We do these polls from time to time, and it's all design events, and we collectively design things. So the winner of the last poll in this specific design event was the parasite that takes over the spine, starts moving independently like a worm or centipede. And the second one, which I wanted to sort of include here, but I didn't really find a good place to do so. So it might be better off, it might shine better as its own idea. Was mutated osteoblasts that grow prized bone jewels, like oysters with pearls. And I really like that. I really like the idea of bone pearls that would be sought after. So like something that like a horrible disease that messes with your bones, but it creates these prized pearls, and people seek them. Like it's some kind of incredible jewel. I really like that idea. It's a really fucked up concept. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do something with that separately at some point. And yeah, it would work better on its own, I think. POV, you see the back of an artist working on their comms. Have you seen the film Crimes of the Future? I have not. There's a thing in that film about people growing vestigial organs. They have them surgically removed as performance art. That sounds wild. Oh, that's the Cronenberg one. The last Cronenberg one, right? Opalized fossils, yes. But yeah, like imagine some fucked up rich guy using someone with this disease as a sort of living pearl farm. Wouldn't that be fucked up? I think that's such a good horror concept, isn't it? Trying to like finish up the lighting on this. Okay, see you later, Jesus. Thank you. Like Rick and Morty spaghetti episode. I don't know if I remember that one. It's been a long time since I watched Rick and Morty. It really fell off. Concept of commodification of human suffering. Yes, indeed. We made it more pale. I feel like it stands out. It's too pale. It's a little better, I hope. Although someone suggested like adding veins or something before. I'm not sure there. Like maybe these little strands here could pop up on the skin, but my issue there is that, hold on, did I use this? Oh, that's just part of the signature, okay. I'm gonna keep that in its little group. Okay, my issue there it's that if we start adding more things popping up next to the ribs here, it might make things confusing, like less readable. It might detract a little bit overall. But we'll see. If I make them like go to the sides like that, I think it might be viable. I need to keep them blurry too, because this part of the back is a bit out of focus. So I can't have them be too clear, or they will stand out too much. So I gotta paint with a slightly bigger brush, I think. In the spaghetti episode, there are these human-like aliens, which when they commit undo, have the inside turned into delicious spaghetti. Like when they die? Sorry, I'm not familiar with some of the algo speak. Commit undo. And the government learns that the citizen's body can be used for consumption. Oh, when they commit suicide. They make the living conditions so bad that people willingly turn themselves into spaghetti. Oh, I don't think I saw that one. Is it from the later seasons? I don't know which season I stopped watching. Okay, how about this? This sort of vibe for, not really veins, but those little tentacles coming out of the parasite. It's subtle, but I think that's how it can work best. What do you guys think? Later season episode. Middle seasons are the roughest. The later seasons have actually gotten better. Really? Since like, what's his name? Royland was kicked out. Did it get actually better? Chris Everson in the writer's room. No, I might have to check them out then. I really like my favorite episode that I still think about from time to time is I think it's the second season, the parasite episode where the family gets infected by an alien parasite that hijacks their memories. So they make themselves appear like a certain character, and they insert memories on everyone in the family. They insert memories of that character, and it gets wild. Like it's the parasites start reproducing, so the house gets filled with like a million wacky zany characters that everyone suddenly remembers and has a million experiences with. And I love that. That was great. That's a really creative really creative premise. And an actually, like, dope idea for a creature. So yeah, if you haven't seen Rick and Morty, I recommend that one the most. It's I don't recall the name of the episode, but it's one of the ones from season 2. Okay, let's put all this together. And let's save too. The Parasite actually liked Jerry. All the flashbacks introducing Parasite, except for the flashback Jerry has with Sleepy Gary. Oh yeah, I remember that part. Okay. I feel like some of the little strands here at the back feel too defined for something that's like out in the background that should be a little bit blurrier. But that should be an easy fix, I think. I can just take some of these and blur them out. And we'll see how much. It's too much. It seems like around 5 is the right call. Do the same thing for this bit. And for this bit. And these parts are good though, like these ones are a bit closer to us, those are in focus. Okay, with filters. That's bad. I think it was mostly this one that was bothering me. So that looks better, I think. My first reaction is to reconsider my choice to tune in, so Valdevia must be cooking again. I am cooking. Hey, super. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. We didn't get banned, which is the thing I'm happiest about. Let's see. I think these will work together well. Let me put them side by side. Oh, like so. There we go. I think that'll work. Maybe the other way. Maybe I'll put this one first, actually. Like so. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We got it done. We finally got this done, I think. Despite taking so long to do it, getting banned in the middle, managed to finish it. So I'm really happy about that. But now I need to figure out what I'll do for the next stream. I was so focused on finish this one. I don't know exactly what I'll do for the next stream, but I'll figure it out. Oh wait, I didn't save the other spine barnacle. Let me save this as a JPEG. I changed the crop, so need to update it like so. Where did I sign this? Oh, here. Or Dreadfair. I think yeah, I think I need to like Dreadfair's writing is like now I have most of the areas and artifacts and stuff, though I still have to do some to write some. I at least have enough that I can start doing a bunch of art. So yeah, next few streams might be pretty Dreadfair focused. If you give me 3,000 channel points, you can do my commission next. You have to earn those. I can't give channel points either. Hey Pyro, hope you're doing well. You guys missed the band talk. That's fine. I'm not banned anymore, thankfully. Now I'm only scared of getting banned in the future. Because if that happens again, might be the end of the channel, but I hope not. I hope not. Yeah, oh god, I also got, I forgot about this because I went out of town. But I have these Megalomorpha images that we did. These two. And I have to put them together. I have to just write out that part of the story and figure out like a new structure for the whole thing, because now it's gonna go attached to the first image, which, in case you don't know, this is a sequel to the very first Megalomorpha. It's fun. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one and these two to like put them in a new structure. I'll keep the text as it is, but I'll have to restructure things a little bit to make it flow better. We get permanent. We're gonna absolutely riot. I will riot as well. I'll be there with you. Hope it doesn't get to that. But yeah, I'm excited to actually have a continuation to my very first thing. No gaming news. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. You are people. Hey, it's Sora. Welcome. Look, we're done with the spine parasites. Barnacle. Oh, yeah, this is a barnacle, by the way. I guess I didn't really explain it very well in this stream. I did briefly mention it at first, but this is based on a real barnacle called Saculina, which I will show you. Hold on. Saculina is a parasite of crabs that, you know, it might look like this from the outside. You know, this is actually its egg sac. The body of Saculina is actually just a bunch of strands like this that take over the entire inside of the crab. So that's what we're going with. Like, it takes over your spine, but it has this little egg sac on top. Don't get banned again. Well, let's hope not. Big crab balls. Guess. Exactly. Advance to crab has its downsides. We become crab, but we also get affected by its parasites. So yeah, that's what I represented here. The little bump here is, we can actually see it on the other image. This is it here. Oh, sorry, bean is in the middle. This is it here. And it pulls out a bunch of little strands that invade the inside of your spine and wrap around the spinal cord and starts moving the spine on its own accord to try to lead you into water, because that's where it wants to release its eggs. Seems to be infecting the females only. No, it infects the males, but it turns them into females. It's like bottom surgery. But this one doesn't. This one only affects your spine. It doesn't do. It does. It's actually called parasitic castration, when a parasite sort of castrates an individual, that its host, to influence its behavior. No crab HRT. Yeah, I've always wanted to do something with Saculina because it is a really fucked up parasite, and finally found a way to adapt it to humans. Ooh, Bean just did a little noise. Hello. He's such a sweet boy. Yeah, I guess look out in the next few days. I'm gonna try to write up and finally post that Megalomorpha, like the entire Megalomorpha thread with those initial images and the new ones, and also update it on my website and stuff. Yeah, then I think next streams is gonna be possibly Dreadfarer. I don't have anything noted down for now. But in case you don't know, Dreadfarer is the game that I'm working on. We did a Kickstarter for it. So I'm working on it with a game maker called Neonbots, and yeah, Neon is handling like also the mechanical things and the actual layout of the book itself, and I am handling a lot of the writing mostly, and no, we're each doing like it's not super compartmentalized. I'll do some mechanic stuff, he'll do some writing, but yeah, and the art. So I want to do a bunch of art of cursed artifacts, weird locations, all of it looking like black and white early 20th century photos. So if you haven't seen what I've done for Dreadfarer yet, this is the cover, and this is actually going to be a location in the game. These are a couple sample artifacts that you can see, and these are also in the game, obviously. Yeah, we're gonna make a bunch more artifacts like this, and I also have a few locations that I've done, like for example this one here that I did for the postcards. All of these are in the game. This bit here is going to be an encounter you can come across in that island. This is also a location. So yeah, they're all represented there. Livingstone is very dredge. Oh yeah, there's some dredge in this bow there. Sorry. But yeah, there is so much. I don't want to spoil too much because obviously I want to keep the game fresh for people who want to see it when it comes out. I don't want to spoil too much, but there are 4 main areas plus 2 extra areas, and then each of those areas has 20 locations, 20 artifacts, and 20 encounters. So it can be like, you know, a danger of, you know, a natural danger, like if you're in the mountains, it can be an avalanche, or it can be a creature that attacks you, or if you're in a town, it could be, you know, you find a strange guy that tries to like haggle or sell you stuff, and you have to haggle with him, and depending on your dice rolls, you might end up losing all your money or getting a cool new thing. That there's a bunch of different possible encounters, some of them better, some of them worse, but yeah, 20 per each area, so that is a lot of things. Like if you play the game, you probably won't come across the same thing twice. That's my intention, at least, that you'll play and it'll be rare to find the same location twice. And since hey Tomb, welcome. Doing great. I'm talking about my game Dreadfarer. Yeah, the way it's set, every time you, like, every part of the game, it's an expedition. So before you go, you roll twice. You roll 2 dice. First you choose which area you're going to. Let's say you're going to the mountain area, Motag. You first roll a dice that'll tell you where you're going, which of the 20 areas, and then you'd roll a second die that tells you the artifact. So the chances to get the same area and the same artifacts are, you know, really low. So you're not gonna have repeats really, or it's rare that you do. And then when you're in the area, you roll for an encounter. So you will, there are, like, the chance of getting the same 3 dice rolls is so low that you're not gonna come across that realistically in your game. So that's why we're doing so many different variations, just to keep it, make it rare that you come across the same thing twice. But yeah, I'll talk more about it once the game is fully written and we've done a couple like playtests, just to tweak the mechanics and see that you don't die extremely quickly or vice versa. Once that's done, I will do a playthrough of the game on stream, just me, my notebook, some dice, and we're gonna draw whatever we come across, just the little sketches, and then I'll turn some of the things we find during that playthrough, we'll turn those into edits that will then go into the book. So I think that'll be fun. It's like kind of a bit of a public playtest. So there'll be some wonky things, like there'll be some mechanics that maybe need tweaking, but got some very nice veins in Sacrificial Altar. Ooh. Love veins. Good veins. Thank you so much. Damn. You got some veins. That's wild. Must be so easy to draw blood from you. for nurses and doctors. Also been showing my siblings a stream. Hey, Camp siblings. How you doing? Welcome. Super impressed with your stuff. Thank you. I'm mostly yapping now, but we've been doing art. What are you looking at here? Oh yeah, so this is what we've been making today. It's a a barnacle parasite that takes over your spine. So now it's like sort of like wriggling and moving in it on its own. But hold on, did I close that image? I did. This is the MRI. On the inside, you can see the inside of the spine here, the spinal cord, and the parasite. This is the egg sac from the parasite. Its actual body is this tangle of little roots that basically climb in and take over the entire spine. So the way it works is the larva from this thing will swim around in the water, and when it finds a suitable host, it'll walk around on it, find the spine, and insert itself beneath the skin. Then there is where it will start growing and actually creating those roots, getting into the spine, and finally that's where when it will create this egg sac. And now that it has control of the spine, or relative control, it'll start manipulating the movements of the host to bring it towards water. It wants to go into water because it wants the host to start scratching themselves while in the water, so that it'll break the skin and release the egg sac, and all the little eggs and the larvae will go into the water. This life cycle. Like a mushroom? No, an animal. That's a barnacle. No barnacles that hold on to ships. It's based on an actual barnacle that infects crabs. I already have a mushroom parasite. Honestly, I've already done animal parasites, a bunch of them, plant parasites, mushroom parasites. I'm honestly just missing. I have all the big kingdoms. I'm only missing like the microscopic stuff that isn't very interesting. I do have an idea for another plant parasite actually. Can people survive this parasite? Yeah. It doesn't want to kill you. It just wants to release its eggs into the water. You'll probably end up with you might end up with spinal injuries and stuff, but not dead. But yeah, I do have another idea for plant parasites. But this might be an algae actually. Do you say an algae? Or is that just the plural? Let me know. But yeah, this one might be better as an algae, but the idea is a plant that starts growing in your lungs that actually uses the oxygen from your lungs, as well as drinking from your blood, because obviously it doesn't have lights there. But I really liked the idea of having a plant stealing your oxygen, literally. I thought that might be cool. But I still haven't figured out how to show it. The idea is cool, but it's not a good way of visually showing it. Imagine the biggest danger would be secondary infection from the parasite invading some fragile parts of the body. Yeah, probably big meningitis risk. Living bronchitis. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I still haven't figured out quite how to show that one, but it's been bouncing around in my brain for some time. So someday I'll do this. I'll do the plant or algae parasite. I don't know, actually, this was also one of the cursed files prompts. So, okay. This list here, I've been trying to fill this list. Each of these will be a separate edit. these are the prompts for Cursed Files. So Cursed Files is a little challenge that I run on the Discord. You have a link there in the chat right there. So if you go to the Discord and you go to the Cursed Files channel, you'll find in the pinned messages, you'll find the rules and the current prompts. The current prompt is Catacombs. But yeah, I post a prompt there every 2 weeks, and you know, we are like at the 40-something prompts. So over time, I've done a bunch of art for these prompts, but I've been skipping a bunch of them because I was busy doing other stuff. So for the past couple of months or so, I've every time I had time to do some personal art, I've been trying to catch up with these prompts, and it's been a lot of fun. Each of these is a little one-off story. So far I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, and I still have still have 17 to do. So there's still quite a few prompts left to do here. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun. If you've missed them, like for example, this one here was for the prompt in your face. So pretty literally something growing in your face. This one here was for the prompt mimic. So it's the crabs that mimic boulders. This one here was for the prompt, what was it? Nails. Yeah, I wanted like someone scratching themselves and leaving an imprint like it's clay. So there's a clay syndrome. This one was for the recent prompt caustics. So it's like the caustics in the water. This one here was for the prompt déjà vu. Also just a silly idea that I had a long time ago. This one like semi-viral on Instagram. Well, not semi, I don't know what viral on Instagram means, but as far as my images, they usually only get shown to my followers, right? But every so often, one of them will sort of escape into the algorithm and suddenly start getting like thousands of likes from completely random people. This was one of them. It happens rarely, but it happened with this one. Then I did this one was for the prompt mask. Another cool parasites. This one was for the prompt teeth. And this one was for the prompt bloodline, because I wanted, you know, a line of blood here trailing behind the poor dead unicorn. Hey Joe, thank you so much. So yeah, what else? Did I do any more of these? I think I showed all the ones I did for the Cursed Files prompts. Yeah, if you want to participate in Cursed Files, you can just join the Discord there, check out the Cursed Files channel, and whenever a new prompt pops up, you can just make something for it. It doesn't have to be art, it can be writing, it can be anything you're inspired to do, or you can even go to old prompts and do something for them, like I've been doing. There's going to be a new prompt on Monday, so the current one, Catacombs, is only until next Monday. Yeah, in terms of the next prompts to do, I have a couple that I might do. One of them is shadow, and I thought of doing something with atomic shadows. So, you know, after a nuclear explosion, whatever's in the path of the nuclear explosion will leave a sort of shadow behind it. Because if they have let's say a wall or the ground behind them, this object or person will leave a perfect imprint on the ground because everything around that imprint was burned, but whatever that was in the middle kind of shielded that bit from being burnt. So it's a sort of reverse shadow in a way. What I thought for the shadow prompt is, you know, the US does a nuclear test in an island in the Pacific or something. And after the nuclear explosion, on the ground, they find these enormous human silhouettes that, you know, makes no sense. Like, there was nothing there, and they exploded, and this enormous shadow appears, implying there's something there, something huge and invisible. I thought that might be cool. That said, we'll have to see what kind of pictures we can find for that, but I like that idea. I've been giving it a couple of turns in my head. Are the prompts like a topic that anyone interested in draws and shares? Exactly, yeah. It's just like an idea to get your gears turning and to inspire people to do art or writing or anything else. There was even someone who did a bunch of music for these prompts. But yeah, most of the prompts are a single word or a short phrase. So, and I try to use things that could be interpreted different ways, just to give people leeway to think outside the box. Putting some livestock in sacrificial. Oh, thank you. Started one, never posted it. Yeah, you can post a work in progress if you want to. Yeah, I'm glad you decided to participate, Joe. But yeah, another prompt I have an idea for is stretched. So for stretched, I had the idea of having bones kind of found in an archaeological dig that are stretched in impossible ways. So, you know, a similar thing to what I did with the do I have this over here? Hold on, let me find it. With my psyllium infection, like this image here. Something similar, like, you know, an archaeologist or someone is studying a bone, but it is stretched like incredibly long or in a twisted way. And then there could be like the start of a little story. I think our fault, yeah, kinda. So if I make this into a little story, the idea is to take a few of the prompts and line them together into a little story. So and what I have noted down here is the first prompt being stretched. They find a stretched bone in an archaeological site. The second prompt will be ritual, where they keep digging and they find around these stretched bones, they find the remains of an ancient ritual. Then the third prompt would be alerts, in which we would show the area of the archaeological dig being kind of closed off with like police line and stuff, because one of the archaeologists has disappeared. And as the last one, which I think would go with the prompt stalk, we would have the remaining archaeologists being stalked by their ex, colleague, now turned into a horrible stretched being and try to hunt them down. Something like that. It's a loose, kind of a loose idea, but I thought it would be an interesting way of doing like a bunch of prompts, but in a sequence to turn them into a story. I haven't quite figured out which prompts, how the story goes. That one, what I told you right now, is just like one possible form it could take. Where do you find those images? Oh, I have a list. Hello, Bean. Hold on. Let me get you. I think this should give you, yeah. you can go to that Google Doc, and that gives you a big list of sites I use to find images. Actually, just the other day, I have to add that to that Google Doc. Ooh, look at that! Look at this thing! Look at this thing! It's so long. Just the other day, the Getty Museum in LA opened up a lot of, like, most of their collection to the public domain, which is incredible. And I'll be using that. I'll definitely be using that along with the Met Museum, which is already public domain for the most part. Yeah, whenever I need like museum pieces. But I'm really excited about that because it just opened up a whole new museum. Big one too. Like, I think the Getty Museum is a quite large one. So I think that'll be really useful. No bean. Oh, he's purring already. Chat, does he deserve a treat? Does my boy deserve a treat? What do you think? He does. Chat has spoken, B. You deserve a treat. Hold on there. Ooh, he's getting excited. You see the treat bag. Stay right there. Stay right there. He wants the treat me now. Hold on. You're nearly finished with this bag, so it's kind of hard to get them out. Okay. Treats. It's a crunchy one. Oh, there you go. Good crunch. Good crunch. I hope the mic picked it up. Hey, Cowbrain. He is so pretty. I tell him this all the time. He never forgets. He's a handsome boy. Happy about that, aren't you? Okay, go on. You want to go on my shoulders? You'll get another treat if you do. Go on. Let's go. No? Come on. Jump up. You're just giving me headbutts. Yeah, go on. Get on. No? No? Okay. I'll have the treat for myself then. Now you're interested, aren't you? Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. No? Oh, boy. Come on. You'll get a treat if you do. You're being difficult. You're being difficult. He does it on his own, but when I ask him, he doesn't. Go on. Nope. Nope. Okay. Whatever, I'll have the treat for myself then. What do you think of Procreate tab apps? You graphic designer, you work with Adobe. I don't know about Procreate for graphic design. I don't know how good it is at that. I think most people use it for painting, or just for drawing or painting. I haven't really used Procreate. I have used some the Affinity photo tool, which is the equivalent to Photoshop. And it is quite good. It doesn't have everything that Photoshop has, so I haven't really switched to it because Photoshop still has most of the useful tools that cut down a lot of work. Okay, Bean. No, you're not gonna get that treat unless you jump up. Come on, I'm getting tired of holding it. You gotta come up. You gotta come up. He doesn't get it. But yeah, for graphic design, I'm not really sure if Procreate is good for it. Have you ever heard of people using it for painting? But I think Affinity has kind of a suite that's fairly equivalent to the Adobe one. So you have one that's equivalent to Illustrator. You have one that's equivalent to Photoshop. I don't know if any else, but for graphic design, it should do the trick if you want an alternative to Adobe, and it's a one-time purchase. Similar to old school Photoshop, like when they release a new major version, you have to upgrade, but that's more or less how it works. I also have an iPad and a pencil. There is Photoshop for iPad. I think it's covered under your license too. But I don't know if it works well. I've never tried it. Don't have an iPad. You just gotta say Value who made one of the best communities on the internet. Oh, thank you. Basically the only streams I actually watch. Your Discord is one of them, like, the only places I actually go to. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm glad you're comfortable in there. I really appreciate that. I'll always try. It's not a difficult thing because my community already like naturally just through the people who follow me from Twitter and stuff is overwhelmingly cool and very, very queer and very open, and I love that very much. And I haven't really had to do a lot to clean out bigots. It's not really something that happens a lot. The most I do is like I'll post pride flags and block anyone who complains. That's basically most of what I do. Photoshop for iPad, last I knew, isn't really Photoshop. It's not up to snuff, and I don't know. I don't really know what if there's anything good for iPad that's equivalent to Photoshop. It's the only community you're active in. I'm glad so many folks are comfortable in this community. It's really cool. And it's really cool that we, like, as far as like Discord and Twitch communities go, we barely ever had to ban people. That one person, I remember we talked about last month, that said they did war crimes and then faked their death. That's basically the extent of it. And that one guy that kept defending Burzum. That's as bad as it gets. That's once every 6 months or so. So funny because I'm on other Twitch streams and Discords with a very similar vibe. It's hard for me to tell people I'm joining this one because of the horror aspect. I'm like, no, it's very chill and wholesome. we do chill horror here. The Burzum climate change guy. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. That person. There is a bit of lore to that person. They first popped into the streams and they were saying like pretty nonsensical stuff on stream, but I figured, yeah, English isn't their first language. They're just, kind of strange vibes, but you're not gonna act on their strange vibes. But then they found a Discord and they started posting on there just occasionally. But one day I log into Discord and I see on on the Valve's operating room channel, which is if you guys are not on the Discord, it is the channel where we discuss stream things, and you know, it's kind of the place where we contain all the stream shenanigans. This person went into the stream channel and started talking about climate change and going in a really weird rant, that saying that there was an ice age coming, really strange. And they started posting music by Burzum. Burzum, if you don't know, is a really famous black metal band whose members were murderers, and they burned churches. And now the guy, the murderer guy, who was the frontman of the band, is now out of prison, and he has become a Nazi talking head. Basically, he's fairly popular. He started defending the guy, and I was like, yeah, that's enough. I banned this person, and yeah, they went to Siphon's DMs to make Siphon like intercede and ask me to unban them, which was really funny. The last news, they found me on YouTube, and they started commenting under my videos saying, this guy banned me unfairly from the Discord because I defended a Nazi, but this guy's not a Nazi. You know, kind of went on a weird rant on my YouTube comments, which is really funny because on YouTube you can just block, like, silence sort of block a person from your comments. They don't even get a notification from it, so they might still be commenting under my videos, and nobody will ever see them. So that makes it even funnier. Yeah, sometimes you'll get people like that, and that's fine. That's, at least it gives you a fun story. Yeah, the YouTube thing was just like the other day. That was like, they're still like, I banned this person like 6 months ago at least. At least, and they're still mad about it. It's very strange. I don't know. Some people are like that, I guess. It's not the only person that I found and then got so mad about it that they made a scene. At least this guy didn't fake their death. That was probably, that takes the cake in the most insane reactions to being banned from a Discord server. Actually molding, yes. But yeah, these are just two really rare exceptions to what is a really overwhelmingly cool community. So yeah, I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. You guys are cool. I thought we were still on the end of an ice age. That's why we have glaciers today. I don't know if glaciers are specific to ice ages. There was a like a little ice age, like within human history, but that happened long ago. We're before climate change. We're in a fairly neutral state, I think. I'm not really sure. To be proud of having my flesh and photos in your art and brag about it to my friends. Well, thank you for offering your flesh. It's always great. It's always great to have photos from you guys send me that I get to use on my edits. It's always cool. But yeah, it is 7:15 a.m. So I think that's what we're gonna call it for today, y'all. In case you didn't see it, this is what we made today. horrible spine parasite. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the stream. I'm really happy to be back, for my channel to still exist after this stupid ordeal of getting banned for showing a massage pic. And thank you to everybody who subbed, gifted subs, gave a bunch of bits today. Y'all were super generous, and I really appreciate that. So it's great to come back to this wave of support. Hopefully we won't get banned again. So we'll see. Cross fingers. But yeah, y'all, we will be back on Monday if all goes well. Actually, I'm not actually sure. I might have to go out on Monday or Tuesday. I'll let you know on the Discord, but normally I should be able to stream Monday. So yeah, I'll be back then, and we'll be doing probably some Dreadfarer, so we'll be doing some art for my upcoming game. So look out for that. But yeah, y'all, I was gonna show you Bean, but he's eating, so I'm not gonna bother him. Thank you, Maxwell. Hey, C4, I'm just saying bye, so no worries. Alright, y'all, I will see you normally on Monday. As always, look out to the Discord for more stream news. But yeah, y'all, have a great one.